Hello, friend. Jim here with JB's Big Adventure, coming to you from Lake Chapala, Mexico, by way of Albuquerque, New Mexico. We were actually up here with Mom and spending some time with her. She's actually in her early 80s. And then Barbara and I had some doctor's appointments and some dental appointments that we wanted to get out of the way. So we're up here helping Mom out with a few things and just enjoying kind of being home, being around the family and such. Plus, I had a birthday, so I forgot about that. So we celebrated my brother and I's birthday here because we're about a day apart, 1 year and then 1 day apart. So we're up here, and I know that I still want to be putting videos out, and I'm finding that I've got to be a little patient with myself because of the fact I don't have a nice studio that I'm able to do all of this in. So I've got to kind of pull things together. So I'm right now on Mom's porch and doing the best I can. So if you see stuff kind of waving in the background, it's a bit windy here right now. So I've tried to put as much rock and everything down so it doesn't blow around. But if you see it blowing, please forgive me. I'm trying to do the best I can. So if you haven't already, I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's a great community. I know you want to be a part of it. All you got to do is go to the bottom right-hand corner. There's a little red box. Tap on it. You're subscribed. You'll know when our next video comes out. Also, give us one of those thumbs up to let other people know it's a great video to watch about retiring here to Lake Chapala, or retiring there to Lake Chapala, but retiring here to Lake Chapala. However it comes out. So, in this video, you actually saw the comment that I had asked of me. And somebody actually said, Jim, what if I come to Lake Chapala and I don't like it? And I'm thinking to myself, what if you come to Lake Chapala and you do like it? We are so honed into negatives in our life today. It's absolutely amazing. And it wasn't just one person. I have probably, over a period of time, probably had a dozen people say that to me. Why should I come down there? What if I don't like it? And it's like, if you live in the States, in California, and you're looking to move into Florida, I mean, what if you don't like it when you go and check it out? So here is what I said to two of the individuals that I've spoken to on the phone, which we had very interesting conversations. And yes, both of them are coming down to Lake Chapala to check it out. But here's what I wanted to share with you. This is what I shared with them. So if you right now are looking at this video and you're thinking, what if I don't like it? I want to share with you that if you don't come down, what you're going to be missing out on. So, and I've got to let you know, I've got this all on my laptop. My laptop's in a different spot than where I normally have things. So again, I'm just trying to do the best I can to make sure I'm still delivering the content and the value content that you've come to expect. So here's what somebody would miss out. They'd say, well, what if I don't like Lake Chapala? Here's what you're going to miss out on. First of all, how about the low cost of living? How about your money going farther? How about being able to live on less? How about being away from all the hustle and bustle? How about being away from all the political scene and things that are going on right now? How about just being in a better place? Because if you don't like where you're at, we're not trees. We can move. That's actually what a business philosopher one time I was mentored by said to me. He said, Jim, don't ever forget, as we're moving through life's journey, don't ever forget we can change. We can move. We're not trees. So I thought, wow, that's rich. That's rich. Okay, second thing. You're going to miss out on seeing crime. I did a video here just recently, and actually it's a video. It's a thumbnail I'm making. But in this thumbnail, it's like in one day. In fact, this was on my birthday on the 29th of April. On the 29th of April, I want to say that there were something like 12, 13, 14 murders in the one day. And there'd been like 30 or 40 people had been hurt. That's one day of terror across the nation, just in one day. being down in Lake Chapala, I mean, I know the last time that we were up here, September of a year ago. Actually, it wasn't a year ago, was it? That was just. Boy, I'm really blowing this, aren't I? And I'm trying to do the best I can here with all the things going on around me. Okay, so the last time we were in September. And it just amazes me the things that people see in the States, that they see on TV or in media, that in Mexico, and everybody thinks that that's the way it is all throughout Mexico, and they also think that that's the way everything is in Mexico. Well, I will tell you this. I don't know of one day, and you know what, honestly, I can't tell you of 1 year of all the studies that I've done about crime at Lake Chapala, nowhere's close. Take one little area of Mexico, and I can take the whole entire country of the States, and the crime that takes place. I mean, Lake Chapala is so low down on the totem pole with stuff happening. I mean, do we hear of somebody gets up from a restaurant, leaves, and forgets their purse? There's stuff that we hear about. That's there's some common sense things. But when it really comes down to it, when we're talking about crime, I'll tell you what you won't see much of at all is crime at Lake Chapala. That's a wonderful thing, a wonderful thing. So the safety that you have at Lake Chapala. How about the weather? Now, the National Geographic states that actually Lake Chapala is the number 2 best climate in the world. In the world. So if you like that kind of climate, if you like the fact of being able to wake up every morning and it's like Groundhog Day, eternal spring. The beauty is we're at a lake. We're a mile high. No, it does not snow there. There's not ice over on the lake. It's just absolutely wonderful. Every single day, it's like paradise. That's something you'd be missing. Hey, and along with that is what you'd be missing out is lakeside living. Now, let me just share with you. This is really interesting. I've been able to, as I've been doing my service, the relocation service with folks that are part of the channel that want to come down to Lake Chapala and have them really show me, that I have me show them around. I've asked folks, when we've actually gone to the lake and either walked by on the Malecon or even sat down on a bench, I've asked people what comes to mind. And you know what? They didn't know this, but I've been paying attention and I've written all these down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read some of those with you. Now, again, this is as we're at the Malecon. We're walking down the Malecon, or we're just sitting at a bench just looking at the lake. Here's what was said. What they felt was peacefulness, tranquility, serenity, relaxing, unplugged, disconnected, harmony, contentment, happiness, fulfillment, soothing, and somebody even said bliss, which I thought was really interesting. So if you don't come to Lake Chapala, if you come and you say, well, what if I don't like it? Well, what if you do like it? If you like any one of those one items, that's what you're going to find at Lake Chapala. Somebody else has already said that's what they found. And if somebody found it, you can too. You know, the lake doesn't change just for one person. It could mean the same thing for you. How about the friendly, warm, polite, helpful Mexican people? Unbelievable. I'm so grateful for the opportunity about their hospitality to expats, about being there. It's a wonderful place to be. The culture, the colors, the arts, the festivities, the traditions, the parades, all those kind of things happen at Lake Chapala. So what will you miss out on? Here's another one. You don't have to be concerned about being so far away you can't get back to the States or to Canada. You know what? Lake Chapala is a half hour outside of Guadalajara Airport. It's an international airport. International. In other words, you can fly directly from Guadalajara Airport to Sacramento, San Francisco. You can go to LAX. You can go to Dallas. I mean, there's so many places that you can fly directly. In fact, Barbara, I just found out they actually fly to Las Vegas. I mean, so many different cities in the States that actually you can catch a plane flying out of Guadalajara Airport and go directly maybe to your city that you're by. So if you're concerned about the family, you're concerned about not being able to see the grandkids or whatever it may be, if you feel it's something that you're going to miss, I just want you to know it's going to be a half-hour drive away. You get on the airplane and you're back wherever you want to be in 2-3 hours. That's how great it is. How about the fact of the large expat community? Now, when the low season is around, it's about 35,000 people. High season can be as many as 60, 65,000 people that are at Lake Chapala. And you know what? There's got to be something great about it, because 65,000 people can't all be wrong. Think about that. How about the food in the restaurants? You know, Barbara and I have only been here like 2 days, and I have been blown away of the prices here. I cannot believe it. We went to a Mexican food restaurant that used to have a dollar menu. We ordered some things off this menu, and I want to say our bill was $38. It was my mom, who's not a big eater, Barbara, who's not a big eater, and myself, who is a big eater, but I didn't eat big. $38. I told her, I says, we could have gone to another restaurant and eaten for that. That was just absolutely absurd. So when Barbara and I first moved to Lake Chapala almost 2 years ago, what was interesting is we could not believe how cheap it was to eat. Today, Barbara and I go out, and when we go out and have a meal, whether it's a breakfast, lunch, or dinner, we normally eat for only between $8 and I'd say $16, $17, $18 a meal. That's for both of us. Not just one of us, but for both of us. And normally when you have breakfast, it's only about $8, $8 US. That's cheap. That is really, really cheap. I mean, you go to McDonald's here. I couldn't believe what it cost when we went to McDonald's. I mean, it's like, and I got a video coming out on this, it's like a reverse culture shock. Coming from the States, living at Lake Chapala, and then coming back and just seeing what's happened. It's absolutely amazing. So the affordability when it comes to meals. Now, we've already found out it's cheaper to eat out than it is to cook at home. So ladies, you got your ear? It's cheaper to eat out than it is to eat at home. It's amazing how that works out, but that's literally the case. That's why you always see a lot of people at the restaurants. For one, you're able to find where the good restaurants are. The second thing is you're able to eat for a lot less than you would be eating at home. You get to be with friends, make new friends. You get to be all kinds of different places. You get to see the sights of the lake, whatever it may be, wherever you are. That's what you actually get to be able to see when you're at Lake Chapala and you're having a meal. Okay, how about the slow pace of life? This was a tough one for me. Although I'm dealing with the severe depression, the PTSD, and some other things, I knew that I was going to have to slow down. And I don't just mean slow down. I'm talking about slow down. Boy, my videos aren't entertaining, but for some reason I just have that entertainment feel in me today. Okay, so just slowing down, being able to disconnect, unplug, be able just to be around peace. And then how about the affordable health care? I'll just tell you, Barbara and I both had a doctor's appointment today. Our doctor's appointments were $35 to go see the doctor. And to do the same thing in the States, Barbara shared with me that she went, I want to say it was 2 months ago or a month and a half ago or something. She paid $5 US to go see the doctor in the States. I'm sorry, at Lake Chapala. Boy, I'm going back and forth here again. So the doctor visits, that's another one. The doctor visits. My doctor visit today wasn't even 15 minutes. It might have been 10. Barbara's, I mean, she was in and out in 10 minutes. Could not believe it. I'm really blown away. I'm blown away to realize how expensive the States has really got. And there's a handful of us that's becoming a lot more than a large, have become more than just a handful or a large handful. It's been a lot of people are wanting to escape. They want to get away. They're tired of all the stuff that's going on. So I share that to share this with you. Yes, what if you come to Lake Chapala and you don't like it? You know what? You can turn around and go home. Or you can decide to stay where 50, 60,000 other expats are at high season, enjoying. And if you decide not to come here, you're going to be missing out on some things. So I hope this has been helpful for you. This is one of those kind of videos that kind of pulls on me a little bit because I want to help everyone enjoy their experience here. I think Lake Chapala is just by far the best place. In fact, we're right now trying to work on getting my mom down there. I think if I get her there, she won't want to come back. So just information for you. Somebody's saying, what if they don't like it? My thing is, what if you do like it? And if you don't like it and you want to leave, I just shared with you in 15 minutes? All the things that you're going to miss. All the things that you're going to miss. So I hope that's been helpful for you, friend. Also, if you haven't, I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's a great community. I know you want to be a part of it. It's fast, free, and easy to do. In the bottom right-hand corner, there's a little red box. Tap on it. You're subscribed, and you'll know when our next video comes out. Give us one of those thumbs up. Let's other people know it's a great video to watch about living and retiring at Lake Chapala. Stop by, say hi, ask a question, let us know of a video idea that you'd like to see. And also make sure you hit the bell because that way you'll be immediately notified when our next video comes out and you don't want to miss our next video. So with that, as always, thank you for being a supporter of this channel. Thank you for being a part of this community. We'll see you on the next video.